Hello, welcome. This is Linus Wilson. We are doing the Into the Fire arc of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Happy Easter. So I have already 100%ed the map, so I think this is the last remaining trophy we're going for, is just actually play the main quest. I don't know, I think the main quests have been kind of panned. They're kind of hard to follow. I guess I don't know much about Norse mythology. So that's one of the issues that for Assassin's Creed, it's all new to me, the Norse mythology. Of course, this has the Isu overlay, because it's an Assassin's Creed game, so this is like the Isu storyline of Odin the Isu. But I did the prior quests, and I just in the mythical realm, so I feel like I understand it, and I've done everything 100% at everything prior to this, so I kind of know where they're going with this. But I just I guess my question is, like, how many kids does Odin have? And then the whole his son that was captured, Balder. I guess I don't have enough mythical background to know about Balder and really kind of see it in the mythical context. That he has any kind of meaning to me. He just seems like this son they threw out of nowhere. We had other, I guess, sons of Odin in the England arcs. I don't know. We've already seen him with the mistletoe. So I think that means he's dead, or that's a premonition of his death. But. And then I guess the other thing is, if you've played Assassin's Creed, right, Valhalla,
looking good,
then this is either like the 7th or 8th method of salvation after the Toba catastrophe. So after the world ended for the Isu, and then they did the whole Sage program. So it's kind of hard to get really riled up about what's going on, because it seems like they just made made Balder a sage, or I don't know what the equivalent of Juno was for the 3 games. I don't know. I never did 3, but Juno comes up in this story here, and she's Hurricane, and she comes up in the Jotunheim arcs too. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to interpret, what is actually going on, except for maybe the Muspels are invading the Dwarven realms, whatever those are. But
isn't that Hobby?
Okay, so what we have to do here is, for the masters, we have to meditate. We'll do that in a second. So let's see. Let me just test this out, and then I'll share it on Twitter.
Good to see you.
Why are you here?
Okay, so I got it up. Let's see if I get any kind of sound going up. I guess it was too silent.
Is that an assy?
Then we're gonna share it on Twitter.
You shouldn't be here.
Okay, so I'm gonna continue.
Is that
Did anyone follow you?
Okay, it seems okay.
It's the high
Alright, so let me just show you. Let me go switch to my screen. It's a little bit easier for me. I'm looking at the actual screen instead of looking at the PC readout. So we're supposed to meditate here, I guess. But I'm going to show you... okay, so we got all achievements right now. So we're just going for the main story. So I just completed all the territories. Upgraded the Hugger. Rip. See No Evil, the double teleport. That is the rarest trophy in the whole game. Purified the armor. Did a 4-boast tail in Kara's arena. Flying fortress got there. I have a video about the flying fortresses. Discover all the shelters. Kill 30 enemies with the Atgar. And those are all the achievements except for the one that I haven't done, which is complete Odin's storyline. Right, the main campaign, which is... So, you know, I mean, I think maybe 2% of people bought this, of those that bought the game, so not a lot. I think we see that in the kind of the player numbers. Okay, so in terms of quests, we're at the Masters, which is chapter 3, I guess. Alright, so what we want to do is meditate. And he's gonna... Hopefully Broker is gonna meet us here. All our enemies, Sinmara is the most vicious. I remember when she and Sutur were bitter rivals, she led a coup against him. He almost claimed the crown and then announced their marriage. I know not what deal struck, but we must remain forever alert to her plots. Odin speaking to an adolescent Balder. Yeah, you know, I mean, why don't we have like cutscenes with Odin and Balder? That would be nice. Instead of like these little... That might make Balder seem more like a person that we care about.
3 times it stung me. 3 on the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel. A big one.
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is horseshit.
Master Broker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah, you never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went venturing.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat.
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special meat?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Evildy with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
Alright, we go to the brewery. I was just there, actually. Okay, so... couldn't find it on map, but I've been there. Okay, so... Here we go. We can get the minor chest I didn't get.
I must hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Svartalfheim's finest.
So if you've not played the Jotunheim arc, you definitely should do that before you play this, right? The mead has something to do with like the 7th or 8th method of salvation for the. It helps transfer the consciousnesses into the Yggdrasil and the Sage program. So that's the kind of import of the mead. So we're stealing from the Jotunheim, which are, I guess, the
Sweet scent of mead,
Greco-Roman Isu.
fouled by the stench of muspels. Yatna too.
This guy's got wealth, so we'll just...
The muspels aren't making any use of this place. They let it rot.
Okay, there goes our stealth.
The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything is stored.
Glory to Surtur!
So you want to hit those bells?
And is nigh! Together we have this!
Okay, so where am I going?
I sense that Sindri has been in.
Okay, so I have to investigate. Let's close the door.
This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri. And here, a bag of roasted acorns. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they are not as light as they look.
Okay, did I investigate everything in that room? So this is where the Book of Knowledge is. I've already done that. Is there top floor? Let's go to the top floor, yeah.
What do we have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's house, they called it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong, and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish. But alive, most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jan's house. That is where I should go next.
Okay, so we go to Yarn's house. We got, is that on the map? Okay. Alright, I think I've been to Yarn's house too. I've been everywhere, right? So, we can get the minor chest here.
Really, Sindri? All this trouble for a few gulps of mead.
We gotta jump in the mead.
Leave us in peace.
Okay, so this prison's not anything really close to it, but we'll go. Loving the no fall damage. Okay. So I like the rip powers that just aren't that useful, that like improve combat, but it's so tedious to actually equip them. So with the fully upgraded Hoover Rip, you get 3 that you can equip at a time, and you pretty much need the arrow one, and you need the Muspel one to walk in lava, and then you need the flying one. And the other ones you could do without, right? They're nice, like, so the resurrection is nice, but it's kind of overkill, and it's, I don't know, I mean, it doesn't, I don't think they're actually that effective of fighters, the resurrected foes. And then the snow one is nice, it's cool, it's a cool effect, but it's just not.
This place reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late.
Okay, well, we'll take out the wealth icon guy. So these wealth icon guys are like on the map and then they respawn. So I mean that's consistent with the rest of Valhalla.
Hey!
You want to destroy the bell, so they don't just keep on coming. missed the chain assassination. Where's the big guy? What happened to him?
Flank the idiot! Press hard! Summer sticks. Handle the heat, coward!
Okay, so we need the power of Muspelheim. Yeah, so I mean, like, if you just like equip one of these things, then you'll have to go find the power of Muspelheim, and
he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the saga was satisfied on this occasion. Was this Calder's first victim? And that amulet, the sigil. Sindri, reckless fool, all this was a meat. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Brock.
Please, help me!
oh, these are the help me people. Okay.
Favored you were even better.
No! Oh, Drita! Skeeter! Sniper!
Do I have to carry him the whole way? I have to carry him 1,000 meters? That's ridiculous. Really? I have to carry him 1,000 meters?
Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches.
Maybe there's some way to put him on the mount. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. Poor Sindri, he looks so bad.
Dwarven hookahs, even one such as Sindri's, are of lesser power. Still, it can't be coincidence that Calder sated the saga with the hoogers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
It cannot be. Is this Sindri, noblest of dwarves?
Please let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will.
Alright, let's bend Broker to our will. So, if you see those mastery points, that means I've leveled up 47 times in just Dawn of Ragnarok. 47 times. So, if you're in skill points, you should be able to gain easily 50 levels. I was definitely not farming or anything. But I did complete the map. So, there's a lot of skill points to do to get in Dawn of Ragnarok. If you start out, say, a level 340 character. But I think we're at 535, that's the max level. We're going to ignore Retta for the moment. We'll miss today's Rettas. Okay, where is he? 206. So he's back at his... So we just need to exit the shelter. Good luck trying to find the exit. Alright, that's what I don't like about the shelter. It's really hard to find stuff. It's really hard to get out of the shelter. But maybe this one's not so hard. Some of them are like quite a parkour, but maybe this one's not too bad. Alright, so we've got... Get off here, and then we're going to take the B Street. You get this... Go bursty or something. This is the mechanical bore. You get this at doing one of the mysteries. So just keep on doing the mysteries, and you'll eventually get it. I think there's a mystery by the bridge where you have to challenge some guy on this mount, and you just kill him and you get his mount.
Sindri, you son of a rock, where did you hide your tools?
I must find...
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop.
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then... one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lopped his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written. must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
Oh, you're so manipulative, Odin.
Where could they be?
There's something wrong, Basil.
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch...
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Broker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. I'd be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
Okay, so we need to find and collect his tools.
Not
Or
now.
touch his brother.
I need time to grieve.
I am very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It's exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation. Even the lies. If I were Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough.
Okay, so we're supposed to fly. Alright, so we're gonna... And we want to use the stationary mode, but boy, it's not going stationary. It doesn't seem like stationary mode. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, it's really tough to use the... I don't know why they make it so tough to fly here. What happened to the... There was a wolf there? Okay, so we'll try it again. Now, we're trying to get the... But it's, see, we're just ascending way too fast. We can't control... We're actually in stationary mode. And it's not, like... It's not giving me the landing symbol. I'm gonna wait for the landing symbol, but... Wait, okay. Yeah, so it totally wasted it. Right, we never got the landing symbol for the nest. So now we have to find something to kill. I don't know. The flying is unnecessarily janky. You have like way too little control over the bird. You know, I assume it's just an extension of what it's always been, and they just thought it was cheap. But, you know, if you actually fly with it, it's just not cool. So yeah, I mean, like, Horizon Forbidden West, flying is cool. It's fun. It's not hard to do. Dawn of Ragnarok, not fun. Hard to do. You can only do it for a limited time. It's very costly. See? And he doesn't land where you want him to land. Now we have to kill something. Okay, yay! Okay, we get something to kill.
Trolls, take you!
Alright, I'll stop trying stationary mode. Maybe that's my issue. Oh, I still don't have quite enough.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Okay, there we go. So, I don't know, stationary mode was not working. Now it's working right now. So I was too close or something? Now it's not working. Okay, that's stationary mode. There we go. It's finally working. It was bugged out before. But it's not giving me the landing symbol.
Finally, the tools of Sindri's trade.
It never gave me the landing symbol. It's supposed to give you a down arrow. Didn't do it.
I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so. Evil days come. Perhaps.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off!
You must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Evil days come.
Okay, we gotta light the
He can be
torches.
of use.
Oh, I love this torch lighting mechanic. It's wonderful. This is the only time in the game where the torch does not light up. Oh, there, it lighted up. See, it's not lighting up. It's just like a matchstick, but not a torch. Oh, there it lighted up. Okay. All right, let's just throw it. Get a new one. This is ridiculous. This is so bad. Okay. More torches. There we go. Oh, nice. He likes this torch. Okay. You do it, Odin. Keep going, Javi. You can do it. You can light all the torches. Okay, almost. Okay, ready. Oh, there we go. 2 more. Nice one, Javi.
The dwarves have saved the place for me.
Totally
This is a
meaningless
great
task.
honor that they bestow.
Okay, we need to stand in our spot. Yeah, you're in my spot.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come. Let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But the fine Sutter was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutter's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
Okay, I guess this is their meditating scene. Alright, next day.
I should check on Broker, see if he has come to his senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.
Okay, new quest, Warpath. Alright, we've done Forging Bonds. Let's do the rest. Okay, go back to the shelter. Speak with Ivaldi and Broker. Maybe I could fast travel to the shelter. This seems like an easy enough shelter to get to, though. Okay, slide through. Over shelter.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on.
The finest?
Good to see you're getting along. So, Broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you return.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Ymir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that.
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekkathorpe, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Eitri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
To solve this task, we must put our minds together. Well, my mind and whatever you call that thing between your ears.
Ah, piss off. In all our time together, I never had no complaints from my brother.
Mjolnir?
It wasn't my fault! Everyone...
Okay. Alright, we can hear them.
Of course it wasn't.
We're done. Okay, the 3 sites. Okay, we'll go to this one first. And let's change our outfit. The outfit, this is the blessed outfit after you've gotten all the runes. But we'll try the... I really like the Heimar's blessed outfit, which I think you get in the Hoda's shelter, but then you have to get all the runes. So you have to clear all the cursed sites to get that blessed and not cursed, so it doesn't kill you. And then, but I like the fire giant set. I think that's gonna be like the popular set in this one. That, you know, it's like kind of like the, I think the Berserker set. If you get the Ultimate Edition, it's you know, it's got kind of a bare chest and everything. It just shows his arms. It's kind of just looks cool. So there we go. That's the closest one over there. And Javi's gonna just go jump. I guess we're gonna have to kill some dudes to get some more Hooger Rip. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause the live stream. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and you can follow our Twitter if you want to get a restock updates. Bye-bye.